Y'all ready to blaze away or what?
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Here we are again today talking about AI and how it's rapidly evolving and changing the entirety of the landscape. We already talked about how the Microsoft CEO was saying don't call AI slop. It's a very good thing. A lot of people was upset by their actions and even started calling the company micro slop. AI is a very controversial thing, and it really stems from the way companies are using it. They're implementing it in a way to where there's not that many safeguards and it becomes very harmful to people. Like we've seen at the beginning of the year with Twitter's Gronk, right? Gronk has the ability to alter people's clothes, and people found a basically a hole in the system where you can tell Gronk to change people into like bikinis and very revealing outfits. And a lot of people who just was like posting pictures of their family or just personal pictures, you had people showing up and putting them into bikinis and stuff like that. And it was a very bad thing, and it took Twitter a long time to not even fix it because it's still possible, but they basically put out a statement saying if you do that, like, your account can be shut down. And they still, that's it, right? So AI is implemented in a very rough way. Another way we've seen it too is where you have these billion-dollar companies that has like 5,000 employees, and then these companies implement AI, and then you replace like 1,000 of them. So you have a bunch of people who's losing their jobs, and then you have multiple companies doing that same exact thing, and it's going to be difficult for people to find the jobs. When things are really going to get crazy, in my opinion, is when AI is strong enough to take over the automotive industry. All of these people who drive cars, either truckers, taxi drivers, when all of that can be replaced by a car with no person in it, no human intervention at all, that's when we'll see things get really dicey. But until then, we'll just keep seeing headlines like the one that we're seeing right now. This one is from PlayStation. It says PlayStation has patented a new tech called Ghost Player that can allow AI to play games for players who may need assistance or stuck in game. Now, this is a very weird thing, and this also isn't the first time that I heard it. The game that you're looking at right now is Tekken. Before Tekken 8 came out, we were dealing with Tekken 7, and during the lifespan of that game, the person who was in charge, he's no longer there, Harada, he was talking about how he wanted to do a similar thing with AI. If you're trying to do, because Tekken is a very technical game, it's a fighting game, it's pretty difficult. Sometimes the moves take, months to master. And he was saying that, what if there was an AI that just lets you do it? It sees your inputs, it sees that you're trying to do this move, and even if you do a misinput, it just corrects it and the move comes out. When he said that, players were very, very, very against it because, like I said, people dedicated so much time to learning how to do it. Now, we've seen with Tekken 8, they didn't actually incorporate that type of AI. What they did was they just made the moves easier. A lot of moves have a different variation that's easier to do. It may be a little bit better in terms of frames and whatnot, but that's kind of what they did as a workaround. Now, whether or not they'll go this PlayStation route of just making AI games, using AI to make games easier, is pretty crazy. One could argue, if you're talking about a single player game like an Elden Ring, a Dark Souls, a Spider-Man, a God of War, a Black Myth Wukong, maybe I think that would like dampen your own experience because those games are supposed to be experiences. I guess some people just really want to have fun, put it on easy mode, go through the cutscenes, like, I guess. But if this was a feature that you couldn't turn off or on and you were trying to get the true gaming experience, but then you had this AI in the background, like doing stuff for you and, helping you along your journey, I don't think that would work. And I most certainly don't think it will work in a competitive game. You can already talk about aimbot. You could talk about wall hacks. You could talk about just all of these different cheats that exist already. If you had this ghost player AI playing the game for you in subtle ways, that would practically be cheating, and it would be super bad to see. I think that technology like this is very experimental, and one, I don't think no one is asking for this, but the reason why they're doing it is because there's so much money behind it. If they can put stuff like this in the hands of the players, the people who are kind of just very casual when it comes to games, sometimes they get stuck on very simple things. Like one of the most iconic moments pertaining to this was years ago with the Cuphead game, right? There was an IGN developer who was stuck on the tutorial. That exact situation right there is what PlayStation could be referring to, where you have someone who's stuck on a tutorial because they don't know how to properly play the game, and then they end up giving the game a bad rating or they quit the game. This AI could step in and fix that. Now, once again, I don't think that should happen. You could probably put it in single player games, maybe like in an easy mode, but forcing this across all of the games in a way that's ruining the experience, I think it will just end out poorly. So when I seen this headline from PlayStation, I just was like, not again. Hopefully this is multiple years down the road, but at the same time we can hope and wish and pray and all that stuff, but AI will be showing up eventually. You can't stop it. It will be here, and everyone who's pushing back against it, we kind of know that the days are numbered.